Did you know that 60% of people believe in soulmates, but only 1 in 5 will ever actually meet theirs? That's right, most of us go through life thinking there's one perfect person out there, yet the truth is far more surprising. Soulmates aren't who we expect them to be, and they're definitely not as perfect as the fairy tales say. But what if I told you that soulmates can actually be the people who challenge us the most, the ones who bring out the best, and sometimes the hardest, parts of us? In this video, we're going to dive deep into the truth about soulmates. From the science behind those meant-to-be encounters to the surprising fact that soulmates aren't just romantic partners, you'll discover everything you need to know about how these connections really work. Buckle up for a journey that will change the way you think about love and happiness forever. Ready to find out who your real soulmate might be? Let's get started. Chapter 1: Beyond Fairy Tales. Soulmates are not perfect. When we think of soulmates, we often imagine a perfect, flawless relationship, like the ones portrayed in romantic movies. But let's get one thing clear: soulmates are not perfect. In fact, they're quite the opposite. They're people who challenge us, make us uncomfortable, and sometimes even test our patience. According to Dr. Laura Berman, a relationship expert, a soulmate will trigger emotions in you that might feel difficult, but it's part of the growth process. Rather than being a perfect match, a soulmate is someone who helps you become the best version of yourself. A soulmate relationship is messy, imperfect, and full of challenges. But it's these very challenges that lead to growth and deeper understanding. Studies also show that relationships where both partners are challenged tend to grow stronger over time. A 2019 study by the American Psychological Association found that couples who faced and overcame difficulties together had stronger emotional bonds and better satisfaction in their relationships. So, embrace the imperfections. It's part of the journey. Chapter 2: Synchronicity or Coincidence? The science behind soulmate encounters. Ever met someone at exactly the right time in your life, and you felt like it wasn't just a coincidence? Carl Jung, the famous psychologist, coined the term synchronicity to describe those meaningful coincidences. It's as if the universe itself was aligning events just for you. Jung believed these moments weren't random, they were signs that we're on the right path. In 2013, researchers from the University of California found that meaningful coincidences often occur in people's lives during moments of major change or personal growth. So, when you meet someone and feel like they were meant to cross your path, it might not just be chance. It could be synchronicity at work. This is not only about finding your soulmate in a romantic sense. Synchronicity could be at play in all kinds of relationships, friendships, professional connections, or even brief encounters that change your life. The truth is, sometimes the universe really does have a plan. Chapter 3: The Mirror Effect. Soulmates show you who you really are. One of the most fascinating aspects of a soulmate relationship is how it mirrors back parts of ourselves we've yet to fully acknowledge. Dr. Harville Hendrix, author of Getting the Love You Want, talks about how soulmates act as mirrors. They reflect back both our strengths and our hidden weaknesses, often making us confront issues we've avoided for years. Think of your soulmate as a mirror, showing you not just your good qualities but also your insecurities, fears, and unresolved past experiences. In some cases, this can be uncomfortable. But this is where real growth happens. According to a 2018 study in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology, people in deeply connected relationships tend to become more self-aware, especially when they have to confront difficult aspects of their own personality. Being in a relationship that challenges you to grow is exactly what makes it so powerful. While it might feel difficult at times, these reflections from your soulmate can help you become the best version of yourself. If you're enjoying these insights, don't forget to subscribe. You won't want to miss the next chapters on soulmates. Chapter 4: Are soulmates built or born? The truth about relationship evolution. There's a myth that soulmates are born, that there's just one person in the world who is meant for you. But the truth is, soulmates aren't necessarily born, they're built. According to Dr. John Gottman, a leading relationship researcher, relationships thrive on shared experiences, effort, and mutual growth. A soulmate relationship evolves over time. It's not about finding someone who is perfect, it's about growing together. Gottman's studies show that couples who spend time working on their relationship, communicating openly, growing together, and handling conflict in healthy ways, are more likely to experience a deep, soulmate-like connection. In fact, 70% of successful long-term couples report that they feel more in love after working through challenges together. Soulmates, then, are often not found, they are made. Chapter 5, The Soulmate Myth. Finding yourself first. If you're looking for a soulmate to complete you, you might be missing the point. The idea that soulmates are the missing piece of our puzzle is a myth. Before you can find your true soulmate, you first need to find yourself. Author and therapist Cheryl Strayed once said, "You are the one you've been waiting for." If we're not complete on our own, it's easy to fall into relationships out of need, not true love. Research supports this idea. A 2020 study by the National Institute of Health found that people with higher levels of self-esteem and self-awareness are more likely to have fulfilling, lasting relationships. In other words, learning to love and value yourself first is the key to attracting a partner who can love and value you in return. If you focus on personal growth and self-love, your soulmate might just appear when you least expect it. Chapter 6, Soulmates Aren't Just Romantic. Unlocking the power of platonic connections. We often think of soulmates in the context of romance, but the truth is, soulmates can also appear in platonic relationships. Many people find their soulmate in a best friend, mentor, or even a sibling. Dr. Jennifer Gutman, a clinical psychologist, argues that soulmate-like connections don't have to be romantic to be deep, meaningful, or life-changing. In fact, a 2017 study in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships found that non-romantic soul connections can be just as fulfilling as romantic ones. Whether it's a friendship that provides unconditional support or a mentor who pushes you to reach your potential, these relationships can be just as transformative. Your soulmate doesn't have to be someone you date. It could be anyone who pushes you to be better, makes you feel understood, or simply helps you see the world in a new way. If you enjoyed learning about soulmates in all their forms, don't forget to subscribe. You'll get more videos on how to build strong, lasting connections. Conclusion: the truth about soulmates is much more nuanced than we often hear. They aren't perfect, and they aren't just romantic partners. They're people who challenge us, help us grow, and show us parts of ourselves we've yet to understand. Whether through synchronicity, shared experiences, or deep self-reflection, soulmate relationships shape who we are and guide us toward the happiness we seek. So, remember, your soulmate might not be who you expect, and they certainly won't be perfect. But with the right mindset, any relationship can be a powerful force for growth, healing, and happiness.